All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another show of Dave and Joe Liberty Stand. Hey, I did it differently. That's good. So this title of this show is "Leave Me Alone." So, Dave, what are we saying there? What's that all about?
Saying, leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Leave
Who
me alone.
should leave me alone?
Anybody that wants to tell me what to do. Anybody wants to tell you what to do. Anybody wants to tell anybody else what to do.
Just kind of forcing their beliefs, or
you know what? I got my own schedule I like to keep.
Yeah, you do.
I like to smoke cigarettes.
You should be like a CEO or something.
I like to drink alcohol. I like to eat fried things and meat. I like to do these things and much more that I won't get into. You know what? If you don't, I'm not asking you to do it. I'm not telling you should do it. I'm not petitioning the government to make everybody else do it. Right. If you're a vegetarian, you know what? Great. I think everybody should. That's what that's what the Constitution is. Freedom, maximum freedom for everybody, maximum responsibility for everybody. I think you should do exactly as you wish. You should pay for it. As long as you do what you want without trying to make anybody else do it, and you don't take money from anybody else so you can do what you want to do, and as long as you don't try to make everybody else do that, do whatever you want. I don't care. Thomas Jefferson, I've said this many times, if it neither breaks my leg or picks my pocket, it's no concern of mine. Learn it, love it, live it. Okay? I don't want to eat vegetables. I don't want to be gay. I don't want to have these things forced on me.
Socialism was another.
Well, that's what socialism is. Is forcing.
Sorry.
It's forcing these. This is the way everybody is. There's no individualism. That's what makes us all special. Yeah. We're all individuals. And I'm not, you know
God
what?
made us that way.
One of my best friends I've known for 20 some odd years is a vegetarian. And I listen to her, and it's fine. And I'm okay with it. And she doesn't try, and what's funny is she works at a restaurant where they serve, it's a pizza place, which is hilarious. But it's hilarious. But, and that's okay. I don't care. You know what? That's none of my business. And I wish everybody could do that with everybody else. Smoking, you know what? You don't want to smoke, fine. But you know what? If I want to open a bar, if I decide to open a bar and I want to make it for smokers, let's say you got to smoke if you come in here. I should have the right to do that. Okay, I'm coloring out the lines. That's a whole different subject. That's freedom of property and stuff. But anyway.
Well, I guess one thing that comes to my mind that stands out as you're sharing about these things is, what about when it comes to, like, when they're saying, hey, I want rights for my practice, for my, do you understand what I'm asking there? Does that make sense?
You can have rights for you.
Because that's what happens is, though, but people say, hey, I don't have,
what you just said
I'm not equal, or.
Well, that's tough crap. I mean, you can do whatever you want, and you have the right to not be bothered. If somebody bothers you, if it neither breaks my leg or picks my pocket, it's no concern of mine. If nobody is physically or financially hurting you, now I can comment about it all day. I certainly hear comments about smoking cigarettes. I certainly have comments about, what time is it and you're having a drink? Okay, they have the right to say that. I don't care. Anybody can say anything. You do not have the right to make other people bend to your will. That's not individualism. Individualism is everybody can do exactly what they want as long as you're not invading somebody else's individualism.
Okay, here I'm going to play devil's advocate. Well, you have the right to marry, but I don't have the right to marry. Is that how does that work then? Is that a right?
Okay.
Or is that...
I'm a strict constitutionalist.
Okay.
According to the Constitution, I've found nothing, or I've heard of no one finding anything about marriage in the Constitution. The 10th Amendment says anything that's not in the Constitution that permits the federal government, and this includes drugs too, by the way. It includes a lot of stuff. Marriage, drugs, a lot of things. That goes to the states. So the states can make their own laws over that.
Okay.
And if you don't, it's supposed to be an experiment. If you don't like that law and you live in the state, if you care about it enough, you'll move to a state that does allow this or that.
Right.
But you also have to remember, you better stay in that state, because if you want to move to you don't have the right to move to another state that doesn't accept that and expect to be accepted for that. It's not a federal law.
Right.
Because it's not in the Constitution that makes it one.
Well, and one thing about, like, for the marriage issue at least is, I mean, it's a spiritual thing, you know, rather than it's a church.
But the government got wrapped up in it.
Yeah, they did, yeah. Because of taxes, right?
Well, actually, no.
Because of licensing.
No.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'm going to tell you that's part of it, but that's not the main reason.
To recognize.
No.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
In America, I don't know about other countries, and I don't know about their laws about marriage or anything like that, but in America, the government got involved in marriage because they didn't want racial couples.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's where it started? Well, I've heard that discussion, but I didn't know that's where it started.
That's why.
So what? They said you couldn't marry other races at one point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, but it started with that?
It did.
Really?
Yes.
See, I didn't know that.
But
that's amazing.
The government should have nothing.
And that was a wrong place to step.
Well, although
too.
actually, I mean, that shouldn't be a federal thing. But
that should be a state.
But even though, no matter how wrong it is, it can still be a state thing.
But that was removed though too. That's no longer a law.
Right.
Well, you can't. You can marry someone.
But it doesn't matter. But the government's still in it. They didn't take the government being involved out. They just took the racial aspect out.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah,
well, because then, like you said,
once you insert the government, it is almost impossible
to remove
it, and that is why.
But I think that's one of the biggest issues with that particular movement is, you know, the right to marry, because the argument is, well, you have the right to marry, but I don't have the right to marry the person that I love. And that's where, you know, so when you're talking about when people or stepping on or forcing you to accept that veganism, let's say, or, you know, because that's a less tense topic, but because that's ultimately what's happening today is it's becoming like I'm forced to support or participate in only eating vegetables. I mean, quote unquote. I mean, that's kind of an analogy.
Well, we haven't come there yet with the
but that's kind of what's happened with the marriage or the same sex or, you know, the sexual. And I gotta say this too. One thing I was listening to, it's posted on our Facebook page. But Rosario Butterfield,
which is where can they find us on Facebook?
Just Dave and Joe Liberty Stand on Facebook.
Was that
it? Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like
Dave
initials
and Joe.
And stuff.
No, they type in Dave and Joe Liberty, they'll stand, that will come up. And I did put a link on our YouTube channel too. Hey, he did it. No, but she was talking about. Let me go over to it real quick because I don't want to read the whole thing, but I just want to hit kind of on something she was saying here.
Who are we talking about?
Rosario Butterfield is her name.
All right.
It's talking about, it's kind of like, our desires, my desires shouldn't identify me and tell me who I am. And because think about it, you guys, throughout your life, you've had this desire this time of your life. You've had this desire this time of your life. I've had this desire this time of my life. So what's happened is we've there's a word she uses. Listen to, you gotta listen to the just listen to the conversation. It's on our Facebook page. I put a link on there because she's so articulate. She's so gifted. She's very wise. She oh man, I can't say enough about her. She's just blessed. But I'll tell you who she was. She at one point she was a lesbian activist, professor in a university. I believe she taught English. That's why she's very gifted. But the Lord got a hold of her life and just turned her around and revealed.
Oh, we're gonna get mail on this.
Oh well, but no, you guys just listen.
I hope so. Please
listen to what she says, because I don't. My words are so broken, and I mean I didn't go through that. I mean I have struggles, I have desires, and I have issues that I'm working on, things that I'm.
Remember
working
that time
on.
you thought you were a turtle?
Yeah, because I was going so slow. Yeah.
But and he wanted to. He thought he could get through the turtle tunnels that they built in. They're like, dude, you can't even fit in there. And he goes, but I'm a turtle.
I should be able to. I have a shell. I can protect myself from everything. But no. But I mean, I would encourage you, please, because she articulates it so well. Basing it became sexuality became a human, not a human nature, but there was a word she used. I wish I could think of it. I feel like you now. Can't think of things.
Wait till you're my age.
Yeah. So check it out, and I'll post it on there too if I can put it together. But anyway, it made it like a class of not citizen, but like equal to male and female. How would you say that?
All this talk.
It's equal.
All this brought me to this thought.
Okay.
Why do people want to put themselves in a group? First of all, I don't understand groupthink at all, anyway. But I don't go, "Hi, I'm Dave. I'm a
Republican."
Well, no, I don't even like to admit that but I have to be because of when you.
Well, but that's not how you introduce yourself. Right?
I don't say I'm a doughy, middle-aged, white guy, heterosexual.
Right.
Why does anybody want to say, "Hi, I'm a lesbian, vegetarian"? Whatever,
right.
Short person.
Well, identity's huge, but yeah, why do we want to identify with things?
You know what?
Behavior.
I'm Dave.
Yes. Yeah.
And I like these things, and I don't like these things, and that's who I am.
Yeah. Well, and we do. I think.
Why do you have to put yourself on a shelf?
Let's think of that. I mean,
box?
Is it insecurities of ourselves, or is it we have to defend?
I think it is insecurity. You have to think of yourself as a group.
Mm-hmm.
Not on your own as a singular.
Right.
You have to be part of a group.
Okay.
I like being a singular. I like to think of myself as a party of one. And I'll tell you what, I'm a hell of a party. I'll tell you that.
Well, you guys, this has gone long. We just thank you for tuning in, and if we need to do a part 2, we may do that. So you guys, thanks a lot.
I think we've gone long enough.
Yeah. Okay.
On this segment.
Thanks so much. We'll take care. God bless you.